Okay, this video is about Newton's 3 laws of motion. So the objectives are that you could state all 3 laws of motion, be able to explain what each law of motion means, and be able to apply the laws of motion to everyday situations. And you also can be able to recall and use the equation F equals ma, and this is the second law, and this relates to one of the required practicals you'll need to do. At a higher level, you also need to be able to explain what's meant by inertial mass. So the spec is quite long about the first law. It's not going to go through it as usual. You can pause if you want to look at the first law. And the second law covers 2 pages, that equation F equals ma, and how you can investigate it, and we'll do that as a required practical in the lab or on the virtual app. And the third law, which is probably the one you've heard of, we'll talk about that too. Now, I'm not actually going to talk about the 3 laws in this video because there are 3 really good few school videos on each law which I'd ask you to watch. So when you're watching them, use a single side in your book for each law, watch the videos one at a time, and write down in words what the laws are, and then on the rest of the page you could give an example from the video or something you could research. And then when you're finished, you can complete the assessments I've set you on Microsoft Forms. The link will be sent on Show My Homework or is on the SharePoint site. So I've done a screenshot of each of the 3 videos just to show you the laws, just to recap. If you've watched the videos, you'll understand. Number 1 is the law of inertia, is law 1. An object will remain at rest or uniform motion in a straight line unless acted on by an unbalanced force. So you know that stationary objects and objects traveling at a steady velocity have balanced forces, so they will not accelerate, not change their inertia. And Newton's second law, basically in a nutshell, is this equation F is equal to ma. So if you have a constant mass, then the force and acceleration are directly proportional to each other. You'll investigate that in the practical. If you could alter the mass but keep the force the same, then the mass and acceleration would be inversely proportional. So if you increase the mass by 10, the acceleration would go down by 10, as an example. And the third law says that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction, meaning that all forces come in pairs. So when you've got one force going one way, you'll have a force opposing that. Okay, hopefully you've got most of the content from the few school videos. Thanks for watching.